All right, so good evening. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being in this class. We're going to work this month together once again. I hope that this is going to be good for you, that you're going to learn some new things. I'm going to try to also adapt and see what things you need in the private conversations. All right, that's going to depend on each of you. All right, I'm going to try to look for things that are of your interest so that we can work together in that way. We're going to start by doing the following. Most of the ones that are going to be in this course are people who already worked with me last month. All right, I think there's going to be only one new person. Being that the case, I'm going to work only with a short presentation, mainly focusing on one thing, that we need to join the platforms that we use and that we can start the first lesson today. All right, that's going to be the main idea. So in terms of the presentation, again, most of you have already worked with me, so this is not going to be a long one. I'm just going to remind you that first, we have classes, right? Every Monday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 1 hour and 40 minutes. All classes are recorded, right? And you have surveys after every class. These are the group classes in which we're going to learn new things and we're going to practice on Google Classroom. Then we have the private conversations. These ones take place on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Here you have conversations with me. You may read articles, you may watch some videos, and I'm going to ask you questions about that to see how you're doing with your listening and reading skills, as well as your speaking skills. All right, that's the second thing you must bear in mind. The third one that is very important, I think that four of you are already here, five, great. This is the calendar. We don't have any holidays, okay? This month, February has 2 holidays that Executive English takes into account, but that's going to happen after the courses finishes, all right? That's the 28th, February 28th, and March 1st, if I'm not wrong, okay? February 28th and March 1st. Those are the holidays, but they are not going to affect our course. Why? Because we finish on February 25th. Okay, this course is going to finish on February 25th. It means we start today, the 31st, and we finish on that date. It means that you have, as always, from Monday to Friday to take first to finish the assignments, to complete all the assignments, and also to take the quiz corresponding to that unit. Okay, so the same logic. Monday to Friday until 11:59 p.m. the assignments. On Friday, I assign the quiz, and you have until the weekend to take that one. And the final exam, it's the same, but you have a little bit less time because of the scores and everything that I need to set. Okay, again, I'm going to keep going. If you have any questions, you're going to let me know, and I'm going to ask you some questions to see if it was clear. You know the rules, right? To be on time, to try not to miss classes, right? The maximum of 3 absences. Well, that's something that management needs to take care of. Evaluation, as always, 30% for assignments, 30% for quizzes, and 40% the final exam. Again, this is something you know, but again, take into account that everything that is evaluated is on Pearson. All right, try not to miss quizzes, try not to miss assignments, because that affects the final score. And finally, okay, something that I want to show you before joining the recordings. Every class is recorded. This class is being recorded now. So if you were not able to be in the whole class or something happened, you can watch the class on YouTube, right? To go to the YouTube channel, go to the description of the WhatsApp group, or also you can go to Google Classroom, and I'm going to show you where it is. And look for the class. You have 12 classes, and the classes are tagged like 1 out of 12, 2 out of 12. Okay, that's the number of the class that you are going to watch. And that's it. Now, the next part is for you to join Google, sorry, before Google, yes, first Google Classroom, sorry. In the chat, I'm going to send, and I'm sending the link. It's a different course. All right. So please go to the chat and join that link. With that one, you're going to be able to join Google Classroom. And again, it's important to be there to have access to all the presentations I use in class, to have access to the documents that we use to practice, and some other material that I may upload. For example, the videos and articles that we practice with. Okay, let's do it, please. I'm going to wait for some seconds for you to join. If I see that most of you are already here, I'm going to go to the next part. Okay, I see Joanna, Gilbert, Mauricio, right? You're already here. Now I have two Mauricios, so I'm going to try to call you by the other name. All right, so some people are missing. Try to join, please. Okay, let me upload and refresh again. All right, let me see who are missing. So Rodrigo is missing, Mauricio Mayorga is missing, and that's it. Okay, so if you have any problems, Rodrigo and Mauricio Mayorga, let me know so that I can help you out. It's only going to the link, right? And join the class with your Gmail account. That's preferable. Now, the next part is going to Pearson. All right, on Pearson, please, you're going to go to this link over here. Sorry. Okay, so in the chat, also there's another link. That's the link for Pearson, right? And you know what you have to do. First, join, log in with your username, with your password, as I'm going to do it. Let me show you step by step, just in case. Okay, here, right? Your username, your password, and sign in. Once you sign in, scroll down, right? Scroll down and down and down until you get to Pearson English Interactive 4. That's the green product. Click there, please. If you are asked to select a course, just select any course, okay? Any course. It doesn't matter which one, this one, for example, right? It doesn't matter. But the main thing here is that you have to go to settings first. Then you need to go to join a course. It's either here or down below. Okay, one of those. So first here, then here. Open join a course, and here you need to copy and paste the ID. The ID is in this presentation, but again, today I'm copying and pasting the information for you. So in the chat, okay, also the ID is in the chat. So please join the course, copy and paste the ID, and there you know you're going to be asked one question, right? Do you want to bring or transfer the grades with you? You have to select no, right? Don't transfer or don't bring the grades with me. And that's it. Okay, again, I'm going to give you 1 minute, please, to join Pearson like this and to join Google Classroom in case you didn't. After that minute, let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to check the ones who are, because I'm going to assign the first unit. Okay, let's do it, please. All right. So again, I'm going to ask now one by one, and you can tell me if you have problems, if you have questions, doubts, and so on. All right. So, Rodrigo, you're the first on the list here. Were you able to join to Google Classroom and to Pearson? Do you have any questions or any problems? Let me know, please,
No, teacher, I am in the course.
Rodrigo. Okay. Thank you very much, Rodrigo. What about you, Mauricio? I'm going to call you Writer. Is it okay, or is it only Reader? How do you pronounce your name, Mauricio Mostacedo?
Hey, teacher. Reader está bien.
Reader. Okay, so I'm going to call like that, all right? Because now to Mauricio is here. Okay, so Reader. What do you say? Were you able to join Google Classroom and Pearson without any problems? Do you have any questions?
No, teacher. I already joined.
Great, thank you very much. Now I see there, now it's going to be Mauricio, right? Mayorga, I think, yes. Mauricio, do you have any questions? Were you able to join Pearson and Google Classroom? Let me know, please.
Hello, teacher. My laptop is not working well today. I already joined Pearson, but I didn't join the other one.
Google Classroom. Okay, it's okay. If you joined Pearson, it's perfect, Mauricio. That's the most important one. After the class or tomorrow, try to join Google Classroom, please, because all the presentations are going to be there. All right?
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. No, thank you. Gilbert, what about you? Were you able to join Pearson and Google Classroom? Do you have any questions or comments?
No, teacher, it's okay.
Great. Thank you very much. And I have more, I think. Let me go down. Joanna, what about you? Were you able to join Pearson and Google Classroom? Do you have any questions? Do you have any problems?
Teacher, I joined this course.
Great. You don't have any problems, right?
No, any problems.
Great. Thank you very much, Joanna. Good. So that's it. Just in case, I'm going to show you the ones who joined so that you see also that it was correct. So this is the course. I'm going to read the names, the usernames. Okay, so the ones who are in this course now with me are student 66, student 70, EO, Rodrigo, it says, student 10, and it says Jan Sosi. All right, those are the usernames that are in the course with me. Now, as always, you know that everything that is evaluated is on Pearson. So today, now for you, I'm assigning, sorry, this one over here. I'm going to assign the first unit as always. Okay, yes, good, it's okay. So everybody, including the people who are not here perhaps, are going to receive this assignment. Remember, please, you have until Friday, February the 4th, okay, until this Friday, 11:59 p.m. to finish and to complete these assignments. You have until 2 attempts, all right, up to 2 attempts, and you have the model. Again, I know that not all of you were with me last month, so again, to work with Pearson, you only go to assignments, and everything that is here in assignments, of course, your course, this one, everything that is here needs to be completed, right, until Friday, 11:59 p.m. And if you want to see your scores, again, you know how to do it. You go to Gradebook, and on Gradebook, you're going to be able to see all your scores and grades related to every unit and every ability. That's it related to Pearson. Again, if you have questions, comments, doubts, you can only turn on your microphone or you can raise your hand and I'm going to give you the word. Okay, good. So that's it. Again, I want to do this fast so that we have more time to cover the lesson, to start having some conversations, and to start practicing in the document. Okay, good, good. And that's it. Everything that we covered in this presentation was that. Pearson, remember, it's what I told you. And when all of you join Google Classroom, remember, all the important information, all the presentations, and all the in-class practice is over there. You can have access to that presentation also on Google Classroom, over here, right? Classwork. On Classwork, you have my information if you want to know about me. Then the course's presentation, that's what I showed you, right? The details about the classes, the private conversations, the calendar, everything is there. And you have also the links to join Pearson, to join the meeting, right? The Zoom meeting. Also, I'm going to update this, and it's going to be the YouTube channel. And here to contact me directly via WhatsApp in case you have any questions or doubts. And down below, you have access to all the presentations. I'm going to be uploading them, okay, little by little. And here, all the sentences and examples that we are going to write. That's how this works. Now that I mentioned that, we're going to start with the first unit, that is this one, causative verbs. All right, and again, if you still have questions or doubts about the previous information, just let me know. If not, we start with this. So I'm not going to ask you about this word or these words, causative verbs, but I'm going to ask you a different question. And the first one is going to be for you, Rodrigo. Imagine that you need to ask someone, all right, to do something for you. And imagine that it's going to be me, all right? How do you tell me, Rodrigo, that you need, that I have to do something for you? How would you tell that to me? With any structure that you know, Rodrigo.
Maybe, can you help me?
Good. A requirement with a question is one way, right? One approach to that. And it's correct. Can you help me? Could you help me? Will you help me? Right? Even with will. Good. Now, how can you do it, but more in the sense that you are the boss, okay? You are the boss, and I'm your employee. How would you tell me that? Of course, it's polite to say, can you help me? But in an order or instruction way, Rodrigo, how would you do it?
For example, I don't know, please, Mr. Somebody, you do it that, maybe.
Okay, it's not far from what it has to be. You can use imperatives, right? And in imperatives, you don't need to use you, right? The subject you. It's only going to be the verb in the base form. So please do this for me, right? Please go there. Please complete that. Please follow this, right? If you add please, it's going to be polite, but it's still an order. Good, so that's one way. Now I'm going to you, reader. What do you say? What other ways do you know to ask someone, all right, do something for you? Any sentence that comes to your mind, reader.
Could you help me with this?
Okay, that's one. A question that Rodrigo said. One more, please. That is a sentence this time. Not a question, but a sentence in which you have someone, all right, do something for you.
Okay. I don't know, teacher. Yes, of course.
Okay, but what would it be? Sorry. Imagine that you need to tell me, reader, that I have to do something for you. How can you tell me that in the sense and in the form of a sentence, reader?
Teacher, I didn't understand the question.
Okay, one more time, reader. It's okay. I know. This is something, okay? You have to tell me that I have to do something for you. Okay, you have to tell me that I have to do something for you. How can you tell me that, or what do you tell me, reader? What sentence or what idea can you tell me in order for me to do that something for you? And instead of a question, try to give me that idea in a sentence. For example, Rodrigo sets the imperative, right? Please do this for me, or write the report for me. That's one way, right? That's a sentence. In what other way can you tell me something, all right, in the sense that I have to do that for you, reader? What comes to your mind? Anything that comes to your mind.
Mm, I need you to help me with this.
Good, great, that's very good. That's the one of the uses for the infinitive, right? That's correct, reader. Thank you very much. I need you to do this for me, right? That's another one. So you need 3 and you have 3 so far. Can you help me with this? Could you help me with this? Please do this for me. Okay, please finish that for me. Or I need you to help me with this. I need you to help me with that, right? So good. We have those 3. Let's have that in mind, okay? In this lesson, we're going to learn a very interesting way in which we're going to communicate that someone is doing something for us. And it can be in a professional context, it can be in an informal context, or it can be even in the context of giving or receiving help. Okay, so thank you very much, guys. I'm going to work the next part now with the rest of you. The introduction is going to be, please, for you, Mauricio, all right? Mauricio Mayorga. This time I'm going to call you Mauricio. Let's read this one, please.
Okay, causative verbs are verbs that express that a person causes another person to do something.
Thank you very much. Good, that is correct, right? So this is the lesson, causative verbs, right? Remember, when you have a and you together, it's going to be more like go. So these causative verbs are going to mention that you or someone else is causing someone do or to do something for you. Okay, it's very similar to reader's example, right? I need you to do this for me. Very similar to that one. But causative verbs are very special because we have only a few of them, and we're going to learn them. These are the causative verbs. Please, Gilbert, you're going to help me out with this
one. Make, obligation for require, have, require, give responsibility, get, convince, persuasion, let, allow permission, help, give aid.
Thank you, Gilbert. Good. We're going to repeat these words, please, Gilbert. This one first is going to be require.
Require.
Good. Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Good. This all more like allowing.
Allowing.
Good. And aid.
Aid.
Great. Thank you, Gilbert. So these are the causative verbs. Make is the strongest, and help is even related to something else because you are going to help somebody. Okay, so make is the strongest. Have is not as strong, but related to professional services. Get is like an informal situation with your friends, could be, or something that is not professional. And let and help are something special and different, and you're going to see. So bear this in mind, please. Okay, keep this in mind. Make, have, get, let, and help. These are the causative verbs that we need to learn how to use. We're going to go to the first one, and that's going to be for you, please, Joanna. Let's read this slide, please.
Make meaning force or requires someone to do something. Structure, subject plus make plus person group plus verb base form. Example, they make a student complete the assignments. His mother made him eat the vegetables. The professor made the class take the exam today.
Thank you very much, Joanna. Now here, the most important part, remember that in Reader's example, right, it was, I need you to help me. So the verb after the person was with infinitive, to help, to go, to do, right? Infinitive, to plus the verb. But with make, you don't use the base verb. Oh, sorry, you don't use infinitive. You use the base verb. That's why it says, they make students complete the assignments, because it's an obligation for them, all right? Because it's a relationship between teacher and students, right? They make students, force students, require students complete the assignments. Okay, you don't say to complete, it's incorrect. You don't say completing, it's incorrect. It has to be base verb. Okay, complete. That's the main difference with these causative verbs, but not all of them. You're going to see that one is different and one has more options. So to understand this, only take this into account, please. Context of forcing or requiring someone to do something. Mother, son, mother, daughter, father, son, father, daughter. It can be boss, employee, okay? Any situation, any kind of relationship in which there's someone that is in a higher position, all right? Quotation marks, that can tell you what to do. So I'm going to help you out. This structure, I'm copying the link, please, because we're going to write examples now. The link is in the chat, so you can go there, please. But first, I'm going to write examples for you. For example, this can be in present, right? And you can say the teacher or the instructor, the professor, always makes students, okay, take the quiz. Okay, this is present, right? The teacher always makes, the verb make, then the object is student, and then the verb in the base form, right? The verb in the base form, make. It can be in past, okay? It can be in past, so it can be the boss or our boss made us, okay, finish the report before noon. Okay, that's the other one. And in this case, make is in past. Okay, the object is us, and then you have the verb finish. And one more, this is going to be future. Okay, and it's going to be the president will make his, I don't know what could be. No, in general could be, will make the population, okay, vote next month, right? Something like that. I'm making up. And in this last case, make is in future. right? The president will make population, that's the object, and the verb is vote. So, as you can see, you can use these causative verbs in present, past, future, present continuous, past continuous, right? Future continuous, past perfect, present perfect, any tense that you want. But the idea is this one, please, guys. Always make, in present, past, future, it doesn't matter, plus one object, it means one person or group, plus one verb in the base form, and then the complement. If you have all those elements, your ideas are going to be correct. All right, so let's do it, please. If you have any questions first, let me know. If you don't have any questions following those examples, guys, write 3 examples, please. Okay, 3 examples, the same. One example in present, one example in past, and one example in future, using make as a causative verb. Okay, let's do it, please. We're going to have 2 minutes more or less to do it, and we'll start checking. And again, any questions or doubts, just turn on the microphone or raise your hand. Let's do it, please. Okay, so please remember 3 examples in total, one in present, the other one in past, and the last one in future. All of them with make, right? Can be make, makes, made, will make, is going to make, plus any person or group of people, plus a verb in the base verb, and then the complement. All right, so I'm going to see how you're doing. In case you need some more time, I may give it to you. So good, you have 1 example, 2 examples. All right, so 1 more minute, please, to finish with that. Okay, so let's start checking what we did. Rodrigo, I think you have your examples. Let's read them, please, Rodrigo.
The boss made them fix the machine before to leave the company. The teacher makes students read a big book. My old sister made us clean the house very fast.
Okay, thank you very much, Rodrigo. Good. So I'm going to make some corrections. I think they are very good. Just little details. Remember that after prepositions, before is a preposition, right? Before, after, on, at, and so on. So instead of to leave, you're going to say leaving, right? Before leaving. Okay, good. So the first one, it's okay. Simple past, the verb, the object, and fix in the base form. Good. Then the teacher make, and as teacher is third person, right? You're not going to say make, you are going to say makes, right? Because this is a routine. If this is simple present, then it means third person and routine. It's like something that this person does very often or with a certain frequency. So the teacher makes students read a big book. Okay, let's say that he does that every semester or so. And finally, my old sister made us clean the house very fast. And it's correct. Now, just because of the practice, Rodrigo, you have one in past and one in present. The last one, how do you change number 3 into future, Rodrigo? What do you say?
My old sister will make us clean the house very fast.
Exactly. And that's it, right? With that only change related to the main verb, it's going to be now future, right? It can be with will or with be going to. My old sister is going to make us clean. My old sister will make us clean. That's it. Let me know if you have any questions about this, please, Robert.
No.
No?
No.
All right. Okay, thank you, Rodrigo. The next part, please, reader, let's go with you.
Okay, teacher. The mechanic makes the bike always work well. The doctor made my grandfather feel better yesterday. And my mother will make my brother finish reading the book.
Okay, thank you very much, reader. I think grammatically speaking, all of them are correct. All right, we're going to work only one detail mostly related to the meaning. All right, in number 1, you have the person, right? Makes, third person, good, present. Then you have one object, and then you have the verb walk in the base form, good. Then made, simple past, a person, good, feel better, great. And my mother, right? A future with make, and then my brother and finish better. Okay, everything is correct. The only one thing in number 1, the sentence is correct, reader, all right, it's correct. But for this lesson, as this is going to be a causative verb, we're going to talk about one person causing or producing something to another person so that that person does something. So instead of saying the bike, that it's correct, what person can you mention here that the mechanic is giving the order to reader? Remember that make is going to be like giving orders or forcing in a certain way. What can you say instead of the bike? Mention one person there, please, reader, that the mechanic can give orders to.
The mechanic makes
or you can change also the mechanic, and you can say someone makes the mechanic, right, fix something or something like that, right? But remember, the first person is in a higher position, quotation marks, okay, in the higher position, and the other one is not in a high position because it's following some orders, it's following some instructions. What do you say? How could it be number 1?
Maybe the mechanic has makes his colleagues fix the bike.
Okay, okay, it's going to be like colleague, right? Good, it's possible. The mechanic makes his colleague, or you can say also, reader, his assistant, right? His assistant. The mechanic makes his assistant or his colleague fix the bike, right? In that way, someone is causing someone else do something for that person. That's it. Do you have any questions or doubts about this one? Let me know, please, reader.
No, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Good, because after that, everything is working very good. Adriana, what about you? Let's read your examples, please.
My mom made me clean my room today. If you hit my car, I will make the mechanic pay. My friend made me go to the party last night.
Okay, good. I think they work very good. This only in terms of practicing, Adriana, because the three of them are great. Okay, they are very good examples also because it's clear that one person is in a higher position, right? My mom, I'll make you pay because I say that, and my friend, not a higher position, but that friend forced you, right? Now, the only thing, you have two sentences in past and one sentence in future. One of them has to be in present. How do you change number one or number three, any of those, Adriana, to simple present? How would you do it?
Teacher, pensaba que la primera cuando decía today era en presente, ¿no?
No, if you say today, it's past, but you are telling me that that action already happened, for example, in the morning, and you're telling me that and right now at night. Okay, that's more or less the idea if you use simple past and you use today. Today can be past if that moment of the day already happened. All right, how do you change then that one to simple present? But remember that in simple present, even you don't say today, you have to tell me something that happens with a certain frequency. On Mondays, on Fridays, every week, every day, always, right? How do you change that, the number one to present, Adriana?
My boss made me to take a course of design, maybe.
Okay, but that would be, again, if you say that idea in present, Adriana, and remember that Adriana, sorry, that this tense is for habits, right? It means that every time your boss make you do that, right? Number one, it's possible to change it. Only change the verb and change the word today by something that shows me routine. What would you put in number one in that case, Adriana?
Every Saturday.
Good, every Saturday. And the main verb, how do you change the main verb in the simple present or to the simple present?
Make.
Exactly, and it's third person.
My mom make me clean my room every Saturday.
You're missing only one more letter, Adriana. My mom, third person. What is the rule of the third person?
Makes.
There you go. That's it, okay? That's only for practicing, Adriana, because your example was very good, okay? It was correct. This is just for practicing simple present. Do you have any questions about this one?
No, teacher.
Okay, thank you very much. Gilbert, let's continue with you, please.
Her father made him go to the gym. He made homework every day. They made the plane to travel.
Okay, thank you very much, Gilbert. Now let's check, all right? In number one, I think we have everything we need. Good. Her father made in past. Him is the person that is receiving that order, and go is the action that that person is doing, right? Her father made him go to the gym. But in case, as this is him, it's going to be, it's possible to say her, but so that it's clear without context, we're going to say his. And here, he make, the sentence could be correct if it's with present, Gilbert, he makes, and it's correct, he makes But with homework, you don't say make, you say do. But here, you need one person, he has to make another person do something, because here they want to change to does, okay? But we're going to do that. Who is receiving his orders, Gilbert? He is ordering who? You need one more person as object this time. For example, in number 1, the other person is him. Here, what can be the other person, or who can be the other person, Gilbert?
Her.
Okay, he makes her. Now, what is the action that she is doing for him? That action is going to be in the base verb. For homework, you can use, what is the word that you use for homework if it's not make? What is the other way in which you say hacer in English?
Do.
Correct. Now, if you realize your sentence has a different meaning, Gilbert, it means he makes, he forces, he requires her, a girl, do homework every day. It means that he is giving the order to her to do this action. All right? And it needs to happen the same here, Gilbert. I'm going to change this to future, all right? Because one is in past, the other one is in present. Now this is going to be in future. Will make. Will make who? What is the person that is receiving the order or the requirement here? Can be a name also. You can say Peter, Mary, him, her, them, us, any name. John? Okay.
Yeah.
They will make John. What is the action that John is going to do for them? And it can be something aside from this if you want, okay? A different idea. What is the action that John is going to do or will do for them?
Going.
Remember always the base form, okay? Go. Where?
Go.
They will make John go where?
Go to the park.
Great. That's it. Okay, so with that, everything is correct in Gilbert. So remember, always the verb make in present, past, or future. Then you need one object. It means a person or a group. Him, her, Peter, Mary, John. Then a verb in the base form. Go, do, when any base form, and then the complement. Do you have any questions about that one? Let me know, please. Okay, thank you. And Mauricio, let's go with you, please. Mauricio, let's read yours.
Okay. Government made Bolivians get vaccinated.
Good.
Trainer makes all teammates lose weight. Banks will make clients save their money in other accounts.
Thank you very much, Mauricio. Good. Let me give you a very short and brief review because I think everything is very good. As this is one specific government, okay, is the government, all right, in Bolivia. So we're going to use that idea over here, all right? The government that is part of one country, Bolivia in this case, all right? Good. So the government, right, the Bolivian government, you can say that in parentheses, like something implied. Okay, the Bolivian government made Bolivians, okay, that can be in that one or like that, get vaccinated. Good. Trainer, again, trainer, as this is countable, it cannot be only trainer. In this case, it has to be a trainer or the trainer or our trainer. Okay, one type of trainer. So any of those, it could be, for example, our, right, the, etc. Okay, the trainer, a trainer, our trainer makes all teammates lose weight. Good. Very good. The two first are very good, present and past, or past and present, and this future. Banks, yes, this can be without the, because it's plural. And when it's plural, you're talking about all banks if it's without the. If you say the, you're talking about specific banks, right? But I think this refers to all banks around the world or around one place. So it's correct. Banks will make clients save their money in other accounts.
Okay.
That's correct. Okay. Do you have any questions or comments, Mauricio? Let me know, please.
Not for now.
Okay, good. Anytime, if you have a question in the meantime, as I'm explaining to your partners, you raise your hand and I'm going to answer back. All right?
Okay.
Good. Thank you very much, Mauricio. And I'll finish up with you up here. And look, this is the hardest part. This is actually the lesson. In the next part, we are only going to use different verbs. But if you understand this, then the lesson is clear for you. All right? You can have my word for that. Joanna, let's read yours now, please.
They make gymnasts complete the exercise season. Her sister made change at my friend's birthday party. The doctor will make surgery.
Surgery. Okay, good. Thank you, Joanna. Now let's check number 2 and number 3. All right. In number 1, I think you have what you need, Joanna. The subject, good. You have make, good. You have an object, that is a person or a group of people, good. And I'm going to mark this like this, all right, so that you know what is missing. You have that, here you have this, and finally you have the verb in the base. Okay, so everything you need, good. Then the content, right? So number 1 seems to be okay. In number 2, Joanna, you have the subject, good. You have make in past, good. But you don't have the object. You have to use, in this case, Joanna, the object after the verb make, or in this case, made, and then the verb. Her sister made who? Who is, or to whom is forcing her sister, Joanna? Who is receiving that order, that instruction from her sister? You need one person or one group of people here, Joanna.
One person.
Could be anything, right? One person is okay, a group of people it's okay. But who? You tell me, Joanna. Her sister made who? Mary, Peter, her brothers. Who? Made who? You have to tell me who.
Oh. Okay. Carlos.
Okay, good. So always that, Joanna. All right, so it's correct. It's going to be then like this. Sorry. Good, good. So her sister made Carlos, right? Forced Carlos change at my friend's birthday party. Okay, here is going to be with possessive. At my friend's birthday party. It's like saying that her sister obligated Carlos do this action in the complement. All right, it happens the same in the next one, Joanna. The doctor will make, this sentence is correct, Joanna, but again, it's a different idea. Will make who? What is the person that is being forced by the doctor, Joanna? You can tell me a person or a group of people. Any of those is correct.
The dog.
Okay. You can say the dog. What? Right? If you said the dog, it's okay, but what is that person? What is the doctor making do to that dog? What action is doing the dog or the doctor? Because a surgery is going to be, it's like you're saying that the dog is going to do the surgery, right? But what action? What action is the dog doing for the doctor? What do you say, Joanna? You can't pretend that the doctor is a veterinary, right? Any verb in the base form, what do you say?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to help you out with that one. It can be any verb. The doctor will make the dog eat. All right, all its food can be. Okay, one idea. Then you can say also, for example, the doctor will make the dog, I don't know, take all those pills, all right, or whatever you want. Or the doctor will make the dog, right? It's like saying that the doctor is forcing the dog so that the dog can eat, so that the dog can take those pills, so that the dog, right, will make the dog sleep, even could be, all right, in a context, sleep for hours. All right, so take that into account, Joanna. Always make, made, will make, is making, was making, have made, had made, have been making, any of those tenses, plus one person, or yes, with animals can also work because they can obey, right? And one verb in the base form, Joanna. Eat, make, take, sleep, go, and then the complements. Okay, the idea here, Joanna, is that one person is making another person, is forcing another person, is requiring another person do something for him or for her. And that's it. Let me know if you have any questions about this, please, Joanna.
Sleep for hours.
Yes, it's like saying that the dog, oh sorry, the doctor, right, is going to give some medicine to the dog, so it's going to make the dog sleep for hours. It's like saying this one, all right? I'm going to use Spanish here. It's like saying, el doctor hará al perro dormir por horas. All right, that's the meaning, Joanna. In a sentence like this, of course, that can be obligation, quotation marks, but the idea is that the doctor is making that object, in this case, the dog, do something for him. All right? Let me know if you have more questions or comments, please, Joanna.
It's a little confusing. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's okay. No, it's okay, Joanna. We're going to continue. We have more time. You're going to see the next part, Joanna. And also tomorrow, remember, we have the conversation tomorrow. And, you know, in the private conversations, I can help you out. All right. But again, this is like saying, for example, I'm going to read your partner's example, Joanna. For example, it says, the boss made them fix the machine, right? It's like saying, el jefe hizo que ellos arreglen la máquina, okay? That's why you need that one, Joanna. You need one person, make, made, will make, and you need the verb, okay? What's that doing for them? The teacher makes students read a big book. It's like saying, el profesor hace a los estudiantes leer un gran libro. All right, it's like something that is an obligation. That's why here the dog is optional in your sentence, Joanna, but it's not always the best option. It's better, Joanna, if you use a person or a group of people. All right, but it's acceptable with dog because, again, se acepta con un animal porque pueden obedecer también de alguna manera. All right, or receive something. And one, for example, readers examples over here. Here, my mother will make my brother finish reading the book. It's like, mi madre hará que mi hermano termine de leer el libro. Right? Just that one, Joanna. You need a person, you need make, you need an object that is going to do something for that one. All right? Let's practice more in the next part. Make, remember, for obligation, for requiring, forcing. Now you have. Now here, my big advice here. Aquí si intentan hacer eso traduciendo, ¿ya? No van a entender. Porque en esta parte ya el inglés es donde ya no se puede traducir literalmente. Lo que hice hace rato son aproximaciones. Pero traten de entender por el contexto y la lógica. ¿Ok? Si traducen esto, no tiene ningún sentido en español. ¿Ya? Ni uno solo. Ni siquiera si traducen palabra por palabra. Tienen que entender que es lo mismo que el anterior, ¿ya? Igualito que como han usado make, pero usan have cuando el contexto es profesional y cuando pagan a la persona para que haga eso. Si entienden eso, no traduzcan más porque solamente se van a confundir más. Okay, so that's it. Have for professional context. This one is going to be for you, please, Adriana. Let's read have, please.
Have meaning give someone the responsibility to do something. Structure, subject plus have plus person group plus verb in base form. Examples: we had a painter paint our apartment. Mary always had a hairdresser do her hair. Paul will have mechanic fix his car. Teacher.
Sorry, my microphone. Thank you very much, Adriana. Good. My recommendation here is the following. Make. Make is for obligation. All right? Use make when you don't pay someone to do something. You force, for example, mother-son. Right? Por ejemplo, la relación madre-hijo. The mother is not paying the son. Right? La mamá no está pagando el hijo. But you can say something like, his mother made him eat all the vegetables, right? This is the best example for this verb. El mejor ejemplo para usar make como un causative verb. His mother made him eat the vegetables. Ya, su mamá le hizo, ¿no? A él comer los vegetales, all right? That's the idea here. Obligation, forcing. And again, if you follow this, you're going to be correct. Subject, yes, his mother. Verb, make, yes, in past, make. Person or group, yes, him. The verb in the base form, you have it. And then you have complement, right? If you have that, it's always going to be correct, right? Si tienen la fórmula, su oración siempre va a estar bien. So be careful with that one. With have, it's the same, as I told you. Ya con have entiendan como que es lo mismo que el de hace rato, pero no usan para la situación de obligación madre a hijo. Ya les dije, la mamá no le paga al hijo para que haga la tarea, right? It's obligation, es una obligación. With have, you have to talk about payment. Con have, implícitamente hablan de que hay un pago o es un acuerdo profesional. All right, that's why you say, we had a painter paint our apartment. Why? Because you paid that painter to do that for you. Mary always has a hairdresser do her hair. Why? Because Mary pays, give money to the hairdresser to do that for her. Paul will have a mechanic fix his car because Paul will pay the mechanic to fix his car. All right, that's in other words. Again, if you're trying to translate, it's not going to work. Si tratan de traducir esa idea, no va a funcionar. try to understand that way only. Okay, a professional payment. Again, you only need this. Everybody, all right? Rodrigo, Gilbert, Joanna. This. If you follow this, it's going to be correct. Okay, I'm going to work only 2 examples, and it's going to be like this. Okay, the example is going to be, I will make. Let it very clear. Professional, all right. Write that report for me. Okay, I, subject, good, will, sorry, instead of make, right? If it works with make, it's correct. Now, if you have to use for professional service, you're going to use have. So I will have a professional, okay? So first we'll have, then the person or the group of people, and then the verb in the base form. Okay, I will have a professional write that report for me. In other words, I'm saying I'm going to pay a professional to write that report for me. And it can be in present, past, future, continuous, anything, right? So it's going to be she had. Okay, now a professional could be an engineer. Okay, if you had an engineer, I don't know, build her house. Okay, and that's it. Subject, she, the verb have in past, as a person or a group of people. This time they have to be professionals. So an engineer, and the verb in the base form, right? Build. And the complement, her house. All right, and again, you use have for professional service when you pay money to do that. So with an explanation, let's do it, please, guys. In this case, only 2 sentences, all right? So Rodrigo, Gilbert, Reader, Adriana, Joanna, Mauricio, everybody, please go to the file, all right? Go to this file and write 2 sentences with have, okay? Using this formula, please. If you have questions, let me know. If not, let's do it. In 2 minutes, we check, please. Okay, and remember that the verb have can be in any tense. Have, has in simple present, had in simple past, will have, in future, has had, in present perfect, right? Any tense, it's okay. The only thing you have to be careful is that you always need a person or a group plus a verb in the base verb. All right, so I'm going to take a look at what you're doing and I'm going to help you out. And again, I know that this can be confusing, and if you still have questions, tomorrow in the private conversations, I'm going to explain this again if necessary. All right, so that again, we have the time to do it personally. Now, Rodrigo, let me start with you again, please. Let's read your ideas.
I have an engineer, the construction of the building. They had a teacher for the classmates for their children.
Okay, thank you, Rodrigo. Now, remember, again, the ideas that you have are correct, but remember that if you don't follow the formula, it's not going to be passive causative. All right, here, for example, you're saying, I have an, right? I have an engineer, the construction of the building, right? It's correct, but that's not passive causative. You're only telling me that you have an engineer that is going to do that for you, right? In order to have passive causative, Rodrigo, again, a translation is not going to work here. You only need to say subject, where is it? I, the verb, the causative verb, have, the person or the group of people that we are paying, right? That we are hiring for a professional service, an engineer, correct? Now you need a verb. You need a verb in the base form. What verb can you use here, Rodrigo? Because the contraction, right, that's a noun. What verb can you say after I have an engineer? And if this is present, you're telling me that this is a routine, that every time you need to build something, you have an engineer. So what do you say, Rodrigo? Sorry.
So I have an engineer build the building, maybe.
Or directly build something, right? Construct, build, plan, anything that an engineer can do, right? This will be similar to my example. So perhaps you can say something like, plan, right? The construction, right, of my building, as you were saying. All right, in that case, you use a different verb, right? So in this case, this is the action that you are having an engineer do for you. And if it's present, again, this is going to be a routine, okay? So subject, have, person or group of people, plus verb in the base form, and then the complement. The same in number 5. What do you think then that you can add to number 5, Rodrigo, if you need one verb in the base form after the person that you are hiring or paying?
They had a teacher give classmates to the children.
Okay, give, instead of classmates, right? I think you're going to talk about only classes, okay? Give some classes, right? Because they had a teacher give some classes for their children, right? That's the action that the teacher is doing because you paid that teacher to do so. All right, and again, your previous examples were okay, Rodrigo, but to work with passive causative, you need again, subject, have, a person or a group of people, plus a verb in the base form, and the complement. Let me know if you have any questions, please.
More or less, but for now, not.
Okay, good. And again, the explanation, this is for everybody. Nuevamente, como les dije, aquí es prácticamente ya difícil o imposible traducir. La idea nuevamente es que esta estructura no existe en español. Y nuevamente, si de aquí en adelante se va a intentar traducir todito, va a ser mucho más difícil. Mi recomendación es entender como que esto de acá, decir, I have an engineer plan the construction of my building, significa que yo estoy pagando a un ingeniero para que planifique la construcción de mi edificio. All right? They had a teacher give some classes for their children, and this one, remember, no, not children's, right? Children. It's going to be, una traducción exacta sería, yo tuve un profesor dar clases, right? It doesn't make sense, no tiene sentido. Porque had, el verbo tener, no se usa de esta manera en español, solamente en inglés. En inglés usan para decir que han contratado a alguien para hacer algo para ustedes. All right? So, they had a teacher give some classes for their children. It's like saying que ellos contrataron o pagaron a un profesor para que dé clases o algunas clases a sus hijos. All right? That's the idea here. Don't try to translate have as possession. Aquí no traten de traducir have como tener, como posesión. ¿Por qué no? Y tampoco en traducción exacta acá. Es muy parecido a contratar o a conseguir a alguien. ¿Ya? Pero nuevamente no es una traducción real. Es solamente muy cultural esto. Right? So, that's it. Reader is not here. Adriana, let's continue with your examples, please. Let's read the two of them.
The principal has all the teachers do their planning every Monday. Peter had a builder build a fountain. I will have them paint my house.
Okay, thank you very much, Adriana. I think that it's correct. I don't have any observations. Present the person that is being paid and what that person is doing for the other person, right? Porque el segundo verbo que ponen es la acción que esa persona a la que están pagando va a hacer, hace o hizo por ustedes. All right, so it's correct. Good, the teachers do, a builder build, and them, we don't mention who, it doesn't matter. We imagine that they are professionals, paint my house. Okay, so it's good. Let me know if you have any questions also with these observations about everything, Adriana.
No, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Gilbert, what about you?
We had a coach who trained the team. Juan has a mechanic fix his car.
Okay, thank you, Gilbert. In number one, remember again, let's just follow the formula, Gilbert, because if you follow the formula, it's going to be good. In number 5, you follow the formula. It's correct. Juan, correct. Have, this case, third person has, good. A professional, good. Verb in the base form, right? Very good. And the complement. So it's correct, right? It's like saying, Juan consiguió, contrató un mecánico para que arregle su auto, right? Good. Or in this case, in present, consigue un mecánico para que arregle su auto. Like a routine, es una rutina esta. In number 4, we, correct, subject, had in past, a coach, good. Nosotros estamos pagando un coach. ¿Para qué? Esta oración también está bien, pero no es passive causative. ¿Qué se necesita después de la persona para que sea passive causative? You need a verb in the base form. What verb can you give me here? Instead of that one, give me the verb in the base form.
Coach trainer.
Trained, el pasado, solamente train. Right? We had a coach train the team. It's like saying, nosotros conseguimos o pagamos o contratamos a un coach para entrenar, aunque no decimos para, por eso no existe la traducción, ¿no? Pero se entiende, para entrenar al equipo. Right? We had a coach train a team. So again, always have the person, the verb in the base form, and the complements. All right, just that one, Gilbert. Do you have any questions about this one?
No.
Okay, thank you. In the next one, please, Mauricio, let's continue with you.
Okay, I will have a dentist fix my teeth on Monday. And Mary has her boyfriend clean the dishes.
Okay, thank you very much, Mauricio. I think it's correct. Only one like observation in number 5. If you say Mary has her boyfriend, in other words, you're kind of saying that she is paying her boyfriend. If that's the case, then it's going to be okay. And it's possible, right? You can say, come on, I'm going to pay you, but you do that. Okay, it's possible. But again, if you use the verb have in this context, it's like implied the idea that you are paying a professional for that service, okay? And it's not always a professional, of course, Mauricio. It can be like in this case, Mary had or has her friends, could be, do that for her, because it's possible that you pay your friend to do something for you, right? But I don't know if you have questions about that observation, Mauricio, because the structure of both ideas are correct.
Okay.
All right, any questions or comments? Let me know, please. No? All right, good. So again, if something like, I don't know, turns out to be a question for you, just let me know. And remember, Mauricio, Joanna, and everybody, still, if you have questions, it can be solved in class if it's possible. And if not, tomorrow, right? You need to book your private conversation and we can have those 15 minutes to solve the questions that you have related to today's lesson. Okay, every Tuesday and Thursday, it's also going to be for that. And you know, it's for the conversation or for solving doubts that you may have. So, and of course, here we don't say for surgery, right? But you can say that one if you believe it's good there, Joanna. Let's read your two new ideas with half, please, Joanna.
They have a chef cook their food. We will have a cameraman record our video.
Correct. Very good, Joanna. It's perfect. The only thing again, Joanna, it's always a professional service, but I think it's clear. I don't know if you have any questions about this one, Joanna. Again, always that is structure and it's always going to be okay. What do you say? Any questions or comments?
No questions, teacher. It's okay.
Okay, thank you very much. And again, tomorrow we're only going to cover this one, Joanna, all right, with you a little bit so that this is even clearer. And if any of you also have some other questions about these two structures, you're going to let me know, and tomorrow we do that. Now let's continue. This is have. Remember, the difference made for obligation, right? Mother, son, right? The mother made her son do the homework, obligation. Have, like a responsibility or something to do. And of course, as Mauricio, it's not always that you pay, but you give the responsibility, like in a professional context, but not always with professionals as well. But the best option, and that's why I'm making you practice like that, the best option is with professionals and with pay, all right? But not always. It can be only responsibility. For example, right, one person and a professional like this one. We had a painter, the professional, paint our apartment, right? We had an engineer build our house, right? We had whatever you want, right? We had an architect, right, plan or design our school, and so on and so forth, all right? Only the structure. Now get is the same as make, is the same as have. The only difference is not for forcing, is not for obligation, is not for a professional service, no. Here, get is for convincing or persuading someone. All right? That's why in this case, get is better for friends. Okay, entonces get es mejor para una relación de amistad donde no hay obligación, donde no hay pago. Simplemente convencer o persuadir. All right, if that's the case, use get. The only big difference is that you don't use the base form. You use infinitive. Okay, that's the big difference. And this is going to be for you, please. Rodrigo, let's read get, please.
Get, meaning, convince, persuade someone to do something. Structure, subject plus get plus person of group plus verb, infinitive. Examples, Lourdes gets her son to help her with the dishes every night. Melissa will get her boyfriend to buy her an expensive ring next year. I have gotten my neighbor to help me carry my suitcase.
Thank you, Rodrigo. So as you can see, it's exactly the same. Subject, Lourdes, gets, simple present, routine. Her son, this is the person receiving it's not an order this time, right? But that is going to do the action. So Lourdes, subject, gets the verb in the simple present. Her son, that's the object, the person or the group of people. Now, as you can see, you don't say help here. You have to say to help, okay? With get, you say to help. And then the complement. The same here. Melissa will get future her boyfriend. This is similar to your example, right, Mauricio? So perhaps, Mauricio, your example will be better with get, because as Mary, for example, is not paying the boyfriend, then it's better if you say get. So Melissa will get her boyfriend to buy, okay, her an expensive ring next year. Why? Because get here means convince, persuade, okay? No payment, no obligation. This is convincing and persuading. And the same in the last document. It's past, oh, sorry. Yes, it's past, but the tense is present perfect. So let me know, please, if you have any questions. If not, again, I'm going to give this time only one example so that every time you don't depend on that. Get is for persuasion once again, any tense. So I'm going to say one in present perfect again. She has gotten, okay, present perfect. She has gotten. Who? Could be anybody, her friend. So that you see that there's no payment, there's no obligation. She has gotten, she has convinced, in other words. She has persuaded, in other words. Her friend, infinitive. To, what could be? To, okay, read that book. Okay, and that's it. So you have the verb get in past participle, gotten. Then you have the object, right? Her friend. And finally, you have the infinitive, to read. And as you can see, the three of them are the same. The only difference is the context. That's it. If you have any questions, please let me know. If not, let's work 2 examples with get, please. All right, let's do it again. We're going to have the 2 minutes. Let's write 2 examples with get. One can be in present, the other one can be in past, one can be in future, the other one can be in present perfect. It's up to you, okay? It depends on you. Let's do it, please.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes, tell me. Mauricio, right?
How?
Tell me, Mauricio.
Yes. How I can book the meeting for tomorrow?
Okay, they, Mauricio, they have to send a message, an announcement to the WhatsApp group, and in that announcement, they are going to give you the web page. All right, in the group, in the WhatsApp group, they are going to send the web page. You have to go to that web page. You have to look for the available schedules, and you're going to book the conversation with me. But Ruth, which is the coordinator, she's going to send that information to WhatsApp. That's going to happen today or perhaps tomorrow morning. Okay?
Okay.
Great.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Mauricio. Okay, so we are on the second minute. I'm going to start taking a look at what you got, and I'm going to help you out in case you need it. Again, remember, la única diferencia entonces, make, para obligaciones, forzar, obligar. Relación puede ser jefe, empleado, aunque haya pago de por medio, se supone que es, entre comillas, una obligación, una instrucción. Have, para contratos profesionales, dar responsabilidades, ¿no? Contextos más profesionales. Y get es solamente convencer o persuadir. Quiere decir que esto puede ser con tu amigo, con cualquier persona donde no hay pagos, donde no hay obligación. Es solamente que de alguna manera lo has convencido para que haga esa acción en infinitivo, to do, to watch, to read, para ti o por ti. All right? That's the only thing. Some of you have this already. Rodrigo, I'm going to start with you once again, please. Let's read your ideas.
I got my girlfriend to travel to Korani during 1 week. He get my friend to skip the classes. They will get us to play a match of football.
Thank you very much, Rodrigo. Good. 2 details in number 7. The sentence is correct, but remember, as it's he, you need the S for the third person, right? Get. And again, if this is simple present, then this means that this is a routine or a habit or a repeated action. It's like saying, he always gets my friend to skip the classes, or he sometimes gets my friend to skip the classes, right? Or he gets my friend to skip the classes every Monday. Something like that, right? That's the implied idea. And in the other one, it's correct. But again, it's better if you are used to the better order. So they will get us to play a football match. Okay, that would be better. It's okay, a match of football, but it's better if in English you say directly a football match. All right, like the inversion. That's it, Rodrigo. If you have any questions, you're going to let me know, please. Right?
No, teacher, it's right.
Okay, thank you. And then this is actually like the last part. The last two are going to be some extra verbs that I'm going to teach you, but that's extra. And with that, we're going to finish. But good. Reader is not here. Adriana, let's continue with you, please, Adriana. I think you have yours.
She got her mother to buy a toy. I get him to go to the restaurant every Friday. I will get our boss to let us have a free day.
Good. Great. You're using the right people with the right context, and everything seems to fit very well, right? Friday, that's the only thing with capital letter. Everything else is very good, Adriana. Do you have any questions about these 3 causative verbs? Let me know, please.
No, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Gilbert, let's follow up with you, please.
John will get her mother to buy a car. I have gotten my friends to help with my homework.
Great. Very good examples, no observations, Gilbert. Any questions about this one?
No, teacher.
Great, thank you. Mauricio, let's continue with you, please.
Oh, okay. I got my parents to see my favorite series. Alex gets the chess team to play in the national competition.
Good, good. Only in the kind of the last word, that a in national, it's only going to be like a in this case. All right, so it's going to be only national. All right, instead of nay, it's only going to be a. All right.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. In some cases, it's going to be like a, right? No, it's okay. The national, right? It's only the pronunciation, Maurice, right? In the national instead of the national. All right, let's repeat that last part, please.
The national?
The national, competition. Great, okay. Thank you, Mauricio. Any questions about these words? Let me know, please. No? All right. And I'm finishing up with you, Joanna, please. Let's read your ideas.
The girls get her mom to buy shoes. I will get my friend to watch a complete series.
Good. The last word is going to be series. The two examples are good, Joanna. Let's only repeat this word, please. Series.
Serious.
Series, correct. Good. And here, this is correct if you say her of one girl, but if you want to talk about the girls, if you want to say plural, then you're going to say instead of her, their. Okay, but it's okay also to say here if you're only talking about one person. But if you're talking about the two girls or the number of girls that you have, it's better there instead of her. Just that one, Joanna. Do you have any questions? Let me know.
No, teacher.
Okay, thank you very much. Great. I think that all of you got this very well. No creo que ya está claro en realidad. Al principio entiendo, se pone confuso, pero una vez se entiende la diferencia entre los tres, es claro, ¿verdad? So good, very good. And now we are only going to finish with these two, and it's going to be speaking. But again, this is something extra, all right? Esto no es parte de lo que tenemos que saber, es algo extra. Let and help, that's it. We're going to read help, oh sorry, let, with you please, Rodrigo, let.
Let, meaning, allow someone to do something. Structure, subject plus let subject plus person of group plus verb in base form. Examples, she let her boyfriend go to the party. They will let their children play in the park. Sarah never lets anyone tell her what to do.
Thank you, Rodrigo. So let is for permission, okay? Permiso, dar permiso. She let, this is past, right? Si no tiene una S, entonces esto es pasado. She let her boyfriend go to the party. Ella dejó, le dio permiso, permitió que su chico vaya a la fiesta, right? So let's suppose that he has to ask for permission. So she let her boyfriend go to the party. They will let their children play, right? It's like saying ellos permitirán, dejarán a sus hijos jugar. All right, it's only that. Let then is for permission. Give permission. Allow someone do something. And here again, you use the base verb. Okay, let's practice speaking this one to finish. For you, please, Rodrigo, can you give me one idea with let? Any tense that you want, Rodrigo.
My mother let me get out to my house when I was child.
Okay, when you say get out, are you saying like going out, going outside the house? Or what do you mean when you say get out?
Yes, going out.
Okay, good, go out, right? Good. My mother let me go out, right? And then the couple. Good, thank you. Gilbert, also for you, give me one sentence, please, in any tense with let. Sorry, Gilbert.
He let her father go to the cinema.
Okay, to the cinema, right? Okay, good. She, he, anyone let her father go to the cinema. But you're saying that the father is asking for permission, right? Es como si me dijeras que el papá pidió permiso a alguien. ¿A quién pidió permiso? ¿Quién es el primer sujeto, Gilbert? What's the first subject?
He, her. Yeah.
Okay. Then how could it be? Recuerda que la persona que está antes del verbo es la persona que pide permiso y la primera es la que da el permiso. How would it be?
The father let he go to the cinema.
Him, right? Him that can be the son, que ahora puede ser el hijo. Good. The father let him or the son go to the cinema, right? Thank you, Gilbert. Joanna, also with you, please, with let. In future with you, please, Joanna. Give me one sentence with let in future using will.
I will let I will let my friends eat okay, eat the food in my frigidaire.
In my fridge or refrigerator. Fridge or refrigerator. Let's repeat those two, please, Joanna. Fridge
Fridge,
or refrigerator.
refrigerator,
Okay, refrigerator. One more time, please. Refrigerator.
refrigerator.
Okay, it's better. Thank you, Joanna. Okay, good. So, great, right? I will let my friends eat, right, food from my refrigerator. ¿No? Yo dejaré, permitiré a mis amigos comer, ¿no? Comida que está en mi refrigerador. Fridge, refrigerator. Good. Now, we're going to finish with this one, guys. Help. And here, the ones that are going to participate are Adriana and Mauricio. So, Adriana, yes, you, Adriana, please. Let's read help, Adriana.
Meaning, give aid to someone in doing something, structure, subject plus help plus person group plus verb base form or infinitive. Examples: Oliver helped me to do my homework. A cup of coffee in the morning helps me to wake up. My college helped me to write curriculum vitae.
Okay, that's like CV or my resume.
Resume.
Right. Thank you, Adriana. Good. So, with a help, there's one special thing. Lo especial con help es que pueden usar con base form. Pueden decir, Oliver helped me do my homework. Es la mejor opción. Or you can say infinitive. Oliver helped me to do my homework. Yeah, help es el único de toda esa lista que puede ser usado con los dos, base form or infinitive. Después con los otros tienen que ser sí o sí el que está ahí para que sea correcto. All right? And again, help is give aid, dar ayuda. Aid means ayuda. Help means ayudar, right? So, Adriana, give me one sentence, please, using help and this formula, please. It can be present, past, or future.
I will help you finish your homework.
Okay, one more time, please, Adriana. I couldn't hear. There was like a noise.
I will help you finish your homework.
Okay, I will help you finish your homework. Thank you, Adriana. And one with you, please, Mauricio. Give me one example using help plus this formula.
Johan helped me with the
Remember that after helped and me, you need one verb in the base form or in the infinitive.
Okay. Johan helped me find a job.
Great, very good. Johan helped me find a job. And that's it. All right, that's it. As you can see, si se dieron cuenta, las fórmulas son exactamente las mismas en los cuatro casos. ¿Ya? The same. Lo único que cambia es el verbo, tengan cuidado. Para terminar, make, todos son con base form, todos son con la forma base, excepción de get. Get es con infinitive. Y help, que también puede ser con base form, pero que también podría ser usado opcionalmente con infinitive. Los demás sí o sí, base form. All right. Y además, la única diferencia es el contexto. Make, obligation, have, professional service, responsibility, get, persuasion, convincing, let, permission, and help, give aid. And that's it. If you have any questions about today's lesson, let me know. As always, you have extra practice. If you want to practice with some exercises, go to the link, all right? But that's going to be everything for today. Thanks for being in this class. I'm going to send the survey please answer the questions to the survey, and that's going to be it for today. Don't forget to book your conversations for tomorrow, please. I think that Ruth is going to send the instructions once again, so that tomorrow we can have the 15-minute conversations, all right? Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thanks for being here.
Teacher.
Bye-bye,
See you
teacher.
tomorrow.
Bye-bye. Take care. Good night.
Bye, teacher.
Bye-bye. See you, Joanna.